Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today we're gonna do something interesting, which is playing chess. Basically, it's chess, and this is a new account. I got a couple of accounts. As you can see, I played a couple games. 1-3, lost two. Unbelievably. So we're gonna start this. I wanted to do it on live stream, but the problem was um, my phone I'm using right now is not able to actually do some live stream. It's unstable. The network is bad, so we will have to wait, or unless I do screen mirroring and try to do something, but I don't know. So for now, we are doing chess. I was supposed to introduce it on a live stream, but we'll be playing chess, Delta Force, and eFootball on live streams starting from next month. If that's if most probably we get the main phone fixed. So we're playing against a Portuguese guy, 805 rated, Miguel Barra. Um, okay. Um, this should be interesting. Sorry, just a sec. Okay. Um, so this is the Italian opening. Pawn e4, knight f3, then bishop to c4. Pawn to d3, pawn to d3, and after pawn to d3, we play pawn c3. It's a very important move order. Sometimes knight c3 is also part of the repertoire if you want a much more attacking slow burst, much more attacking move. But here you can take with a pawn to d5, then he plays knight to d5 takes. So far everything is just okay. You just castle at this stage. You just want to castle. Possibly they might attack your bishop on c4, the white bishop, which you would need to kind of move to b3 to just have it protected a bit. Okay, you played it's a pretty attacking move there, but we're gonna stop it with something like rook e1. That's a very developing move. His bishop is not seeing anything because we got a cluster of pawns. So knight d2 moves the knight centrally. We need to control the the e4 square. We need to control the e4 square. This is a much um open Italian opening, so there'll be much more attacks related to it. So this move, nah, it's not really doing much. So we can play knight e. Uh, unless if he plays something like n upon f3. I was afraid he would play that. I think we rushed a bit. I don't know. Yeah. Now bishop b3. Okay, he takes. At least he had an option to kick our knight out. Um, I don't, I don't like this move though. This forces kind of um exchange, but this move carries a lot of weight because there's a lot of things that can happen here. We can play something like bishop g5, attacking the queen. He made the queen a much more easier target, and I fear this game might end in a quick fashion. The only option is queen h5, of which I wish our bishop was on um d1. Wait a minute, this, can we play this? This kind of wins the queen. Let me see other moves which are possible. These knights are not really okay. Let's go for it. Queen g3, then bishop d3. He doesn't have much time. Even if he attacks our bishop, we will still get the queen. Most people don't recognize this. Yeah, he was going to attack the bishop. He even made things worse. He thinks let's see, he can win two pieces. I don't see any square the queen can escape. So bishop d1, bishop d1. So I suggest you have one or two, three, one, two, three openings you are comfortable playing with, because the moment you try to switch into different openings, uh, you might fall up, fall in. He just made things worse here. Just check the bishop and forget. So we get the queen, the most powerful piece. Oh, that was his move. I don't know what in the hell this is doing, but what I know is I can simply just move forward with the queen to g um 4. It doesn't have a light squared bishop, and things are not good for him, to be honest. This is dead end. Like, you don't survive from this unless I make an unimaginable blunder. Okay, he takes. Oh, sorry. He takes that bishop. Okay, this is now sick. Bishop takes g6. I thought he was gonna take the white bishop, and now look at this. I just caged that the king. It's a sign that I'm about to checkmate him. Knight g5 followed by another this is over. I'm gonna say check, queen e6 check. You move to the side and take that knight, and then go back and take the pawn on g5 if he attacks my queen. So it's almost GG's. You should be giving up at this stage. So the highest intermediate level I've reached is something like 1600. So at this level, there's not much principles or chess strategies, tactics which are applied. You just play apply if you're new to this, just apply the rules and make sure you don't blunder, and those are the kind of things you have to do. So why focus? I feel sorry for this person. They don't know. I can even give them my queen if I want, but I'm not. I want to do something nasty. Okay, there's no something nasty I can do here. I don't want to sacrifice my queen for the sake of sacrifice. Oh, I want to do something nasty. So queen e6 allows us to put the final blow at him, which is coming in the next move. He gives up. I don't think we should review this. It's just wait. Analysis. Is this the okay self-analysis? This was a much more a positional game, and you know, not really much principles in this. Why is it taking time to load? There's not much tactics to really talk about, or maybe we should, yeah, it's taking a while. Just wrap it up. So opened with the Italian, and the pawn on e5 was so isolated. Okay, there is the evolution bar. I think he played particularly well until here. So he did everything. Yes, that's a great move if you want to develop. And then I think the square on e4 was the answer to everything. I think we should try to get the analysis. Okay, let's just go back here. Is it loads? the, the the white box on e4 was everything. The most important thing, I think. Is it still loading? Yeah. Wait. It was okay. Let's just wait here. Just a sec. So again, you need to stick to two or three openings that you are very good at, or you understand. The simplest, the better. I think there was what's that opening called? The London system, where yeah, I think we'll try to play the London system. But let's wrap this one up. This is the Italian opening. E4, knight of three. Everything I explained in the video. Again, she attacked, which was a very good attack. Okay, I castled. The evolution bar, the computer saying everything is even, and if rookie one controls the horizontal e e horizontal e, which has the pawn and the king in the way. So if he didn't castle, most probably I'll play moves like pawn to d4, this pawn to d4, something like this. Maybe let's say he does something like this. It's completely losing. He loses the the knight. Okay, let's just say he plays something like this. I was going to do something like this. He can't eat because he's in the line of fire. So there's a lot he can do in this position. Also, like I said, at this point he was playing well. Box on e4, the white box on e4. I talked about this one. It's really important in the game. The analysis is thinking about it. So I planned my knight there to control. The move which I greatly feared was something like pawn f5. It weakens his position, but I was wondering how is it going to be a problem for us. So there was gonna be moves like this. Is it gonna work? No, no, no. Something really deep here that I'm not seeing. What could it be? Let's try to take this one. Maybe bishop takes. Nah, I totally lose. So this position was really compromised. There was something big, but it's totally hard to see this kind of situation moves. But let's try to find it. Oh, maybe bishop g5. Yeah, the variation bar drops a bit. Maybe something like this. Let's see how much it drops. Yeah, I think it was something like this. Generally, if you try to do this, what happens? It loses everything, so it's not gonna work. So yeah, maybe probably he was gonna play bishop f6, or maybe he moves forward. This is even worse. Maybe yeah, you can't play that one. Maybe yeah, maybe he moves forward. There is some winning move. So this is how interesting chess is, generally speaking. So oh, I think I see it. Something like this. Knight c5. Knight c5. Maybe he continues to move forward because he needs to keep on protecting this knight on d5. That applies more pressure to the position, and I wonder the next move for us will be something like this. Yeah, it's not really. It's not really, but it's a move. But this should have been the damage. Yeah, and now everything drops. So there is potentially a move that kind of blows away. Oh yeah, I think it's knight takes here. Where does he move? Maybe he goes back. And he has two knights to protect. Maybe details of the game. We need to move. Not much tactics to talk about. He was making silly blunders. It was all over. Yeah, that is it. GG's new game. Let me do something real quick here. Okay, let's continue. He plays in the line of fire of the black opening piece that I like, which is called the Caro-Kann. You need to research this one. So it's just simply pawn c6, pawn d5. Yeah, the opponent is playing into it, and then bishop to f5, something like this. I think the opponent is playing a move called, I forgot the name. I haven't played chess in a long time, so these pawn moves, I don't generally advise you to play them. So we just move a bishop back to bishop g6. Is that potential? Yeah, let's play this move. This is a dangerous move. It does two things. Oh yeah, he simply goes on to try and attack our bishop. What's the most developing move? Yeah, I think pawn c5, ignoring the threat on the bishop, which can be formed like this. The bishop goes to e4. I didn't expect the opponent to play this badly. They really did opening well. But look at this, 3-4 pawns. He made on the pawn movement, and look at where the king is. You just wonder what is really going on here. These are the type of games where I can simply play in any way, style of play I want, and I can still win even if I make ridiculous moves, because I know this person doesn't have much chess theory, or you know what I'm trying to say. So I don't advise you to play the way they've played, but the first 2 3 moves were okay until they just made pawn movement. This just weakens the position. He needs to castle on the right side, is which is the other side, where yeah, he needs the long castle. In chess we call it long castling. So this is just typically a bad move, honestly. The knight can jump in, and that's a big problem for them. Should we let him? Yeah, I think we need this diagonal to attack. So yeah, we're gonna let him take that. So we're gonna play something like knight d4. I'm now not. I'm supposed to be developing my pieces, but like I said, the opponent is played in a much more. Oh, another pawn move. This is bad. It allows things like pawn c4, and we blundered. No, we didn't really blunder. I was worried. We can play something like this, and the king protects because the queen protects. Now we are playing into his type of Janani game. This is kind of a forced move, but let me think. Let me think what we do now. Because our knight is in trouble. He's really, really in trouble. Well, he doesn't benefit much, but let's play something like this. I wanted to use that knight. Okay, he takes. I thought he. Yeah, I think at that moment, after this, we're supposed to play queen takes queen, check, then check again, then, you know, that was going to win us more tempo in the game. So yeah, we don't have much moves. Um, oh, he can take this. Is it even necessary? Okay, let's just play developing moves. Knight G, knight H6. I don't advise you to play this. Yeah, he presses, he threatens, and he creates sort of weakness here. Knight F5 is helping us play. Again, I want the knight in this game. Okay, he takes his thing. He thinks he's winning. Honestly, thinks he's winning, so that is what we want him to think. Let's play something like bishop e7. This kind of gives us more control and in our castle when we go to war. His knight is going to take the pawn on c4. That was already predictable. And now we play d3. Now his queen is not where it's supposed to be, and this his knight is not protected, which is giving us tempo to play. Um, we just need to check that king, or simply play moves like rook um, rook d8, which allows us to attack with more pieces. Yeah, again, the other thing, you need to attack with more pieces. Don't attack with less pieces, and like my attacking with my queen, attacking with my knight only. All these pieces you see which can attack, they need to attack. The rooks need to connect. The rooks are connected. Look at his rooks, they are not connected. His king is not safe. One, that's another thing. He has been literally just picking up pawns, and I was building a fortress. My king is safe, and now I'm attacking his king. If he plays something like knight, nah, his knight cannot go anyway. Like maybe knight d6. I'm gonna take it with my bishop. Um, then bring my rook into the action and boom, boom, boom. So now he's thinking. You see, we're the ones which were much slower, but now he's thinking, how is he going to protect the king? Oh, we got moves like queen takes d. Yeah, he was thinking about this move, I'm sure. Okay, he played this move, um, sacrificing his knight. Okay, I don't understand why. What could nothing totally. Yeah, we'll look into it. His bishop is now Steinford to protect that pawn. Literally, that's how bad his position is. We now play something like rook d8. I think we should have used the other rook though, but if I can the position allows me to sacrifice many pieces. I can even sacrifice. Yeah, he plays something like this. um, his other rook needs to get into the game. Okay, I'm gonna force him. I'm gonna play a forcing move like something like. I don't like the position of this bishop. Okay, what do we do now? Okay, let's play bishop f8, something which is traditional, something which is a little bit of a weird move. These are meta moves that only Indians can do. So okay, he plays something I expected him to play. I expected him. Okay, this is. Should we give away the position? Yeah, I think that's the only move we can play there, which is reasonable. Oh, we blundered. That is. Oh, he actually blundered. Okay, I see what he was trying to do. We'll explain that. Let's just end this game. GG's. Checkmate. Okay. Um, there's no need to review this. This was, yeah, self-review. I thought we blundered, but we actually were the ones which were pretty much safe. That was I like the creativity. That's why I put the bishop backward, you see the move was working, because if that came with a check, with a momentum, something like a check, or we could have been in trouble. It's loading. The analysis is loading. It's gonna take time. I'm not sure how much battery is left. I think we can have one or two more games, then we end this video. Um, GGG. Yeah, I think we're gonna have one more video. Um, this is the Karokan defense. Usually, when I play this move, they usually play moves like expect moves like this, and then you have to do something like this, and they just easily develop their pieces. Something you just play moves. Let's just not. Maybe we'll get another game with black and. So the opening was good until this moment. He attacked. This is a much more aggressive move, but it's okay according to the computer. Then you have to make follow-up moves which are nice, like maybe knight c3. Just try to get a king on safety, you know. But now he starts storming with the pawns, and he thought he got me, and he got my bishop in a much more active position. The computer is even saying it's almost even. It's almost like I'm winning. 0.8 is not really that much of an advantage, and I am developing my pieces. He's also developing his pieces. So I suspect this guy saw this type of moves on some stream. Here was I panicked a bit because I thought we removed the defender. Then he took. I thought maybe I wouldn't protect that now. But anyway, we could protect it. This, and at this point, wow, he was sort of like winning. That is crazy. Take. He's winning now. Maybe he's win. Oh, he's winning because of this. Yeah, because you can play something. What is the move though? This is weird. Oh, yeah, it just goes even. This, yeah, I think the player who has developed more pieces, and this bishop is almost dead. Maybe we have to play something like this. Try to move it out of the way, and yeah, I think the game could have gone into this state, but he made a lot of mistakes like this committing movers. You get that version, but he's moving a little bit up, and he took the pawn. Dude, why? And the evolution bar is not really moving. He's having like a 0.5 advantage. At this point, he was kind of like attacking, but that was a dead move. Like, yeah, that's when he. I don't think there was nothing special left. Yeah, this move, bishop to f8. Look at the computer; it doesn't even flinch because the game is already dead. But at this moment, when he played this move, I didn't particularly calculate. Okay, let's say we played something like this. Then he played something like this. Oh, that's a check. You wouldn't have not seen this. What if we play something like this? You would have thought possibly was just gonna take this. I was worried about this bishop, but this is already the position. Bishop. Well, yeah, this moment I took. I thought he was just gonna do this, right? Then this move is still alive. Wow, the version barges like it goes wow. Yeah, this one. Why does he survive? Oh, maybe because of this move. Yeah, it just delays the inevitable. Maybe there's something special. I don't know, but the game was dead. That was just GG's. Let's play one more game, and we call it a very good first introduction. Another black opening, black pieces. So we're gonna use the card. Nice pawn c6, and you can. It's more of a universal opening. You see the move order. It was the same as that one, but a little bit different. Bro just blundered as early as possible. Why are you playing? These are people who play in a much more computer programmed way, because you've seen a move, you're just trying to you're just targeting my knight, my bishop, like literally. Look, very good opening. He's just targeting my bishop, and he blunders and he plays something like bishop f. I don't know what that does, and the bishop only controls these two squares, and this is how you play in the Caravan. You can even push to just get more space. Don't tell me again he's going to target that bishop. It's just waste of time. And maybe let's play something like knight e7. Sometimes you play this type of moves. I'm going to reinforce that position with pawn to b5. I want this blockade to just cover up more space. And rook b8. See, now the moves are just coming floated. The bishop on f5 it's monitoring every movement here. So now he wants to get the bishop. Now he wants to get the bishop. My bishop, my bishop. But he allows that knight to get into the game in a much more good position. But let's think this way. Oh, dun, 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 dun. All my pawns are on the light square, so his bishop is mostly likely going to be useless in terms of activity. So yeah, let's play something like um queen a queen a5. It's much more of an attacking move. It's taking more time because he's wondering what I want to do with the queen. Then he plays something. What? That is okay. Okayish. It's an okayish move. Why is he allowing me to kind of like? Okay, this was a general plan. I thought he was gonna see it. Queen takes c3. This game is just beyond dead, and that collapses everything because he made a silly move of that bishop. He didn't even calculate what was going on. So now I'm just going to be collecting this. Ah, this is bad. Another pawn, and if we manage to not let him castle, wow, this is actually bad because I can play something like bishop d3 now, which doesn't allow him to castle. And oh, this is bad. Look at this move. Pawn to d4. If he doesn't manage to make, yeah, the move I expected was that one, but we can even play something like queen e4. That's how bad the position is. And I'm keeping the tension, the momentum, and look at the back ranking. Oh, you just, oh, that actually traps the queen. Okay, let's take it. That actually traps the queen, I guess. Not necessarily trap the queen. Okay, what was? Okay, I understand what he's trying to do. But dude, you don't play like this. This is when you completely okay, what can we do? Yeah, something like this. Oh, that is nasty. I thought maybe if he was gonna take with the queen, you have tempo with the rook. Looking at my queen. Jeez, this is way nasty now. Where that the moves are just flowing and flowing and flowing. Oh, dear, no, please save some. Oh, the guy is simply making a roundabout move with his. Oh, this is bad. Oh, we can actually get with the queen. We blundered. Oh, this is bad. Why didn't he take this? Look. This LHS as well. It's an open check with the queen. It simply takes. This was a blunder. Okay. Can we end this with the queen or? We need to bring him in a much more central position. But anyways. There's so many moves I had this position. Okay, let's just drop the queen. Let's wrap this up, in other words. Yeah. Okay, I understand what he's trying to do. But we can make this worse by playing something like this. Protecting the knight and... what is he doing? This is how bad. This is called hunting a bear we simply, I think there were one or two blunders. Come on, bro. I even tried to try to do something interesting there, but it doesn't work. He's still not checkmated. I can't believe this. Ah, this should be it. This was worth of a game review. Simply outstanding. I mean, he started well until some moments. Yeah, even the computer saying one moment where I break your game down. Oh, it's an it's that analysis. I thought it was a court or something. So you don't play like that. Like seriously, the opponents we were first they start well in the opening, but when it comes to building from start and trying to move forward, they simply don't um, continue the right moves, and they lose because they do things which aren't required in that certain position. So like seriously, this is this is this was not really good. I think after this we might get good opponents, a decent enemy. Orkan, I mean, he played well at the start until this moment. I think he was targeting the bishop and trying to be smart, and he fell up. This is just the analysis from the computer. I felt like we just needed to do this since it's the last game. We just get one analysis per day unless we subscribe. The evolution graph calculates player advantage after each move. You see, um, I don't think you'll get a brilliant move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just one great move. Um, see? So when it's flashing this thing, it shows the book move. He made a blunder, and then the game just solidified, and a lot of you get the evaluation bar just saying plus 4.1. The position was so bad. I could have played moves like queen d, queen d4. That's how literally bad it was. Why was it? This, yeah, this move I was talking about, bishop g5. It didn't make sense because he just making a threat, and I made this move. He played this move. He's saying he was saying I don't care. You're attacking my pawn on c3. That is a weak pawn chain there. Then check. He goes back where he was supposed to go. I take another pawn. He's falling apart. He tried to castle and counter. I check again, and the bishop just simply covers everything. And this move he played was another blunder. The knight was just running nowhere. Look at how the king is running. Yeah, I think there was a winning move here. Maybe. Oh, something like yeah. Oh, that is nasty. Yeah, that is a nasty. two passes. The king just made a simple big run, boom, 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 and nothing special in the game. Let's just check the opposition's profile. Usually their new accounts and players who trying to join chess and you know the last 4 minutes. Wow, this person plays a lot and loses a lot. February. Yeah. If this guy, yeah, they play a lot. They're not a new user. They're just a struggling player. So that is it. This is our offline stream. Sort of like, so I'll upload video in the channel, and hopefully next month we will have a live stream of this. But today I think I'll drop another video. Maybe we try to reach something like 1200. So this is the first video. Giggies.